Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Gianella. If you're not new, welcome back. And I'm really excited for today's video. I'm going to be doing a full-on review of Juvia's Place I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation and Concealer. These are relatively new. At least they were relatively new to me. And I was really excited because I love matte and full coverage, and every review I've seen says that they're super full coverage. So I was really excited to jump on this. I'm also going to be doing a wear test. So I'm going to be taking you guys along. It's going to turn into like maybe a little mini vlog. But I'm going to take you guys along through my day and stuff to show you how it goes and how it wears, if it breaks down, if it lasts all day. So I'm very, very excited. So we're gonna jump right in. I'm gonna be using a few new products as well. Besides the Juvia's Place foundation and concealer, I'm gonna be using as well the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. It's new to me anyways. And then I'm gonna be using the Maybelline New York Lasting Fix Setting Spray. Normally my go-to setting spray is the Milani setting spray, but I ran out and I couldn't find it in the store. They didn't have anymore. So I grabbed that one and thought it was a good idea to go ahead and try it out as well. So I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna first prime, and I already washed my face and everything. My hands are nice and clean. I have grab my mirror. I have very large, mega large pores. So I'm very excited to try this out. My pores are literally just right here. So I'm just gonna push this in. And I have really oily skin to the point where like sometimes I feel like I don't even need moisturizer, but I put it on anyways. Today I'm not going to because I'm gonna be putting this on my face. And right off the bat, I see that it's blurring my skin. It does give me like a little bit of a sheen, but it blurs my skin and it does really fill the pores. I think it does a really good job. And it like leaves a little bit of a tacky finish, and it smells like, for those of you who are sensitive to smells, that's why I smell everything and tell you guys what I think. This smells like Lysol. It smells like that lemon fresh scent. It reminds me of Lysol, the spray or the wipes. So we're gonna see how this keeps up. Oh, and then also something new is this sponge. Normally I use the Sonia Kashuk. Blending sponge, but I saw this one and it looked like those microfiber, what's it called? Sponges, and it's so squishy. And I've been wanting to find a new one for so long, and it actually comes really small. It comes this size. It comes with two. The pack came with two. So it starts this exact same size and then it grows, which I think is great. I did dampen it, obviously. But this one's for dry, to like bake under the eyes or wherever you want. And it's just like for powders. I'm not exactly sure if I'm gonna be using this, but I'm gonna be doing this one. And I'm just gonna jump right in. I always like to start out with the concealer, but for today, just because I've opened this and played around with it a little bit, you can see the difference in color to my face. So I'm gonna start out with less around my face to see if I need to balance it out with the concealer. A lot of the times I feel like when you have a foundation that is maybe a little too deep for you, the concealer will definitely save your life. And it's gonna bounce it. Hold on, I have some more on my finger. I'm just gonna go ahead and bounce it. This is a little orange for me, but my face tan goes away faster than my body tan. Like, cause I was at the beach recently. If you look back to my previous videos. So my body is still tan. So I think this will be a pretty decent match. And a little bit goes a long way. Yes, for those of you wondering, I am completely obsessed with this ponytail. I'll leave a link up here for my insert name here ponytail review, where I reviewed this and I played around with this. I hope you guys find that very insightful or helpful if you guys are interested in the insert name here ponies. Today's video, I'm going to be just focusing mainly on the foundation. So this is it with one layer. I think it's extremely orange. Let me tell you how difficult it was for me to find my shade. Like I said, I have played around with this a little bit, but I haven't worn it like throughout an entire day. But it was so difficult to find my shade, and I definitely think they oxidize. So, but when I first got my shade, it was extremely yellow. So I thought it was just the undertone, because the way they label it's really hard for me to explain. But the way they label it is like neutral with rosy undertones, for example. That's not how they say it, but it's definitely confusing. So at first I got one, it was way too yellow, so I thought it was just the undertone. So I went to like one shade below, and then I looked like I had put white paint all over my face. It was so white. And then this is just one more. So I was in between 3 shades. This one, one before, like one lower than this one, and then one lower than that one. So I went from this one to this one, and this one is extremely orange. So honestly, even though they have a large shade range, I think it's still a little frustrating. I went back 3 times, and I would go back to the first one that I originally got, but I just don't want to go back. It's just annoying. So this is it with one layer. I'm gonna put a little bit more on to build up, but I don't want to be too matte. You know what I mean? I don't want to be too matte or look too cakey. I like being matte, and I really like full coverage, but I don't appreciate being cakey. So I feel like if you put too much on, because if you see the consistency, it's kind of like a thick moussey type of feeling, and it doesn't have too much of a smell. Like I said, I always smell things for those of you who are sensitive to smells, so you know beforehand. So I think this is good. I don't know if you can tell, I'm kind of overexposed a little bit because of the sun and then my ring light, but I do look a little orangey. I'm praying the concealer helps. This is the concealer in shade 19. I never had to go back to change this one. I really do appreciate a very bright under eye, so I felt comfortable with this shade the entire time, thankfully. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out. I really like this sponge, by the way. It does absorb some of your product, as you can tell, as it does with any sponge, but maybe more than what I'm used to. I'm gonna be going out today, like out. I'm gonna be wearing a mask and all the new normal stuff, being very careful, but I'm gonna be going out today, so I want to see how well the foundation keeps up. Where I live, it is very, very humid, so I hope it keeps up with the humidity. Previous times I have worn this foundation, I had just stayed indoors, and it wasn't for very long either, so it was perfectly fine. But I want to see how it really keeps up when being active and I'm out and about and stuff. So I had another quick layer of concealer because I wanted a little bit more coverage. It is very nice to build up. I have these natural creases in my eye. I'm gonna get closer. I don't know if you can see. That's just naturally the way my face creases. Do I find it extremely annoying? Absolutely, because everything creases and then it bunches up. So I have to be really quick to set it. Hopefully that does the trick. And then I'm gonna set my face with this same setting powder that I used for my under eyes all over. So I brought you guys in closer so you could really see how it looks. If you can tell, my eyes just underneath, just, I don't know how to show you. They just crease naturally just because of the shape of my eye. But this is how my skin looks. I think the concealer really helped the foundation because the foundation was pretty orange. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face off camera and we'll be right back so we can just focus on only the face. And this is a full face of makeup. I really like how this turned out. So I am going to bring you guys along for the rest of my day. I'm not sure what time it is. I think it's almost 12, so I'm gonna have some lunch. I am gonna be wearing a mask today, so I don't expect it to completely, you know, not rub off or come off in any sort of way, because I mean, obviously I'm gonna be wearing like cloth on my face, so it's gonna be rubbing because I'm gonna be talking, etc., and all of that good stuff. So I'm going to like cancel out that type of judgment. But what I do want to say right off the bat, looking at my foundation and concealer, the primer, the e.l.f. poreless primer, really blurred my face. I normally have a lot of trouble with my pores right in this area, right in the center of my cheeks. My pores are huge. So, but what I'm seeing now is definitely look a lot smaller, and my face in that area looks a lot smoother. Underneath my eyes where the concealer is, it feels like it's like sitting on my skin, you know what I mean? It hasn't like seeped in my skin or become one with my skin. It looks like I have something on my skin, but I mean, obviously I'm the one looking super close at it. I don't think it's something completely noticeable. And the rest of my face, like the foundation, I think looks gorgeous. So hoping it stays this gorgeous. But yeah, so obviously I'm going to be changing stuff, so I'll bring you guys along for the rest of my day. I'm going to be doing a few more check-ins. Hopefully it can last until the end of the night, because I plan on wearing this like all day. It's like 12, so it's pretty early, and I'm very excited to see the end results and show you guys, and let's keep going. So I've had the foundation on for about 3.5 hours, and I think it still looks really great. I don't think I look too oxidized. I know it oxidized a tiny bit, but I think I still look fine. As you can see, it is seeping into my smile line. Granted, this smile line is deeper than that one, and it's just the lines of my face, but it is annoying to me. The concealer under my eyes is like cracking. Like, you see that? I mean, granted, it is the shape of my face and the lines, the natural lines of my eyes and stuff, but I do find it quite annoying. But that is 3.5 hours after first putting it on. Generally, I think it looks really great. So I'll check up with you guys later. After looking in the mirror like really close and really evaluating the foundation, I definitely think I would rate it around an 8.5 out of 10. Sorry for the lighting, but because the foundation itself has become one with my skin. It definitely, with my oils and stuff like that, it blended in. It didn't look too oxidized, which I thought was great. Now the concealer, I don't know if you can tell, I know there's a shadow because of my lashes. It creased like crazy. Can you see? It creased like crazy. It's insane. But I mean, I understand it is also the shape of my eyes that, you know, it's just the shape of, it's like the way my skin is, folds and has these natural cracks in it. So I can't really complain too much, but otherwise I think they're both excellent. They lasted me about 9 hours, probably a little more, and it really looks great. I think I look radiant and very healthy. I don't look too matte, and I hope you understand why I don't put highlighter on, because if you can see my face, I'm glowing and it's just my oils. So, well, I'm gonna be signing off for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope you guys found it helpful. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. The Well, I can't speak.